Yep, there we go. I guess the problem was just that we were on the phone together.
Okay. Well, this is our class. You can turn the lights on. You can't see anybody otherwise. All right, so
Cool.
everybody wave at. All right, so we have some of the kids want to ask you a few questions. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself before we get started?
Okay. Yeah, so I'm originally from South Dakota, and I grew up there. And when I was probably 6 or 7, I started getting interested in magic as a hobby, and then I started pursuing it more seriously. As the next few years, kind of, more interest started in performing, started taking place, and I wanted to make it into a career. So that was my challenge. And when I was in high school, I started really getting serious about it and making it into a business where I would advertise and promote myself and do all my own bookings and all that sort of thing. So that was where it all started. And now I'm in Branson, Missouri. I've had a chance to tour all over the world and perform on TV and do a lot of cool things. And so it was all just from a dream that started as a kid and just pursuing it, and both my belief in it happening, and also my parents and people around me supporting me is what allowed me to do it. So it's really cool to look back and see all the cool opportunities that I've had because of following my dreams.
All right. So we have a few that want to ask you some questions. So I'm going to have a few of them come up here and they'll introduce themselves and tell you who they are. So I like your question, Addison, so why don't you go ahead and start for us.
Hello, my name is Addison Hubbard, and my question is, have you ever had a serious injury while performing on stage?
Hey Addison, that's a great question. I have had, excuse me, various things go wrong to various degrees. The worst that has ever happened to me personally is when I was in Mexico and I had the stage that I was on actually collapsed. And it was right before the show, and I was running up a ramp to get up onto the stage, and the ramp was collapsed and it fell, and I fell and I cut my leg onto the metal edge of the ramp. I fell about 6 feet, and I looked down and I could see the bone in my leg sticking out, and I knew it was bad. So I had to have a bunch of stitches, and it was really painful, really difficult. And the show that night, I think they had 4,000 tickets sold. We had to cancel that show, and I was on stage the next day. I was in a wheelchair the whole day, and then they kind of propped me up, and I was able to do the show, just moving up to the show. So that was the worst thing that's ever happened to me. But to my crew and my team, there's been a lot of little things, where someone will get a black eye, or somebody will hurt their cut themselves, or get a bone, that you hit it just right and it hurts for a while. But luckily, there hasn't been anything that has been really, really serious. So that's a great question.
Okay, thank you for your answer.
Yeah.
All right. Who had the what is your favorite magic trick? Here's another student. She'll introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Alexis, and my question is, what is your favorite magic trick?
Cool. Hey, Alexis. My favorite trick is always different because we're always adding new illusions to the show and taking illusions out to make room for new illusions. So right now, I would say my favorite trick in the show to perform is my newest trick, and that's where I melt through a piece of steel. And I think my favorite part of that is like during the illusion, you can see me actually coming through it visually, and when it happens, I can really hear the audience really react to it. A lot of times the reaction is either clapping where something amazing will happen and they'll clap at it, or sometimes it's so amazing that they don't know how to react, you just hear a gasp. My favorite reaction is the one where you can like hear them like go, what or what, and then I always hear that whoa, what moment. And so I know that's a really cool trick. Before that, I would say my favorite illusion was flying, because it got that same reaction, like float up in the air, fly up in the air, and it was unexpected, so you could hear people, what, whoa, whoa, so hearing that, that's my favorite, reactions. That's probably my favorite illusion to perform, to get that. So another great question, thank you.
Thank you for your answer.
Okay, couple good questions so far, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, great questions.
All right, John, have you come up and ask him your question? I think this is a good question you'll enjoy.
Hi, my name is Jonathan,
Hey, John.
and my question is, where do you get your ideas for new tricks?
Ooh, that's a great question, Jonathan. Most of them come from music, where I'll hear like a new song on the radio, and it'll inspire me. It'll give me an idea, and I'll think of something that'd be really cool that could happen with a piece of music. I'll just keep listening to it over and over, and make a bunch of notes and sketches, and I'll just take all of that and I'll use it to create. I'll use it for my roadmap. Here's what's gonna happen. Here's how it's gonna happen. And sometimes I'll even have an illusion that's in the show already, and I'll hear a piece of music that gives me an idea for that. So music is a huge driving force. Social media is so huge as well. Sometimes I'll read something that people might write about things that they wish for or dream of, and I'll think about how I can take that and mold it and make it into an illusion. So to the music, or it's just listening to people, because I'm not performing for myself to see it, I'm performing for people to see it. So it's really important for me to connect with whoever's watching it and do things that entertain and interest you guys.
Thank you for your answer.
You're welcome. Thank you for the question.
All right, Marcus, you had a question you wanted to ask him.
Okay, hi, my name is Marcus Birch, and my question is, what was the most challenging thing you've ever done? Like trick, what's the most challenging trick?
The challenging trick?
Yeah.
The hardest trick to perform is actually the sleight of hand magic, where you use, it's called dexterity, where it's training your hands to be able to do something. So like, for example, taking something like this, and making it like disappear like that, and then like reappear someplace else. It looks simple, it looks easy, but learning how to, make something happen and, get it so, it looks smooth, is like, that's harder than even like the biggest illusions. So the big illusions, they take a different kind of difficulty, because you have to build these things and then sometimes rebuild them or re-engineer them. But it's all a process of mechanics. And sleight of hand is something that you have to just do yourself maybe 100 or 1,000 times before that becomes natural to you. So the smallest tricks are sometimes the most difficult. Another great question.
Okay, thanks for the answer.
All right, Reza, we don't want to take up a whole lot more of your time. Is there anything else that you'd like to know about our class? I know I put on Facebook last night that thing about Fredbird. Did you get a chance to watch that or look at those pictures?
I'm sorry, about what?
Fredbird visiting yesterday. I tagged you in a post.
I haven't gotten that yet. I've had shows every day, and so I'm a little behind on reading some of my emails. But
Okay.
let me read that, and the next time we talk, we can talk about that too. I just want to say how cool this is for you guys as students to have these opportunities to use this technology, and I can just tell that you guys are benefiting from it. When I went to school, this wasn't an option, and so to have a teacher who's working towards, bringing this technology into your classroom and interested in taking, you guys out of just learning what you can learn within those walls, but be a part of, bigger picture, bigger things around, in this case, around the country. This is a really cool opportunity for you guys. So I would love to learn more about you guys. When I come to Farmington there, am I get to meet all of you as a class? Are you guys coming to the show, or what's happening?
We'll be bringing everybody from Roosevelt there for the 9:30 show. So all
Okay.
these guys will be there for you. And you know, if you have time during the day, maybe we can buzz over here and take a tour of the school.
Yeah, that would be great. Maybe, would it be cool if I, like, taught you guys a magic trick when I see you guys? Yeah? Okay, tell me what you want to learn. Tell me a trick and I'll teach it to you. In the orange shirt, the orange hoodie back there.
All right, Lane?
That magic trick that you did just a while ago.
Which one?
The magic trick you just did.
Okay.
The little rock thing. It's like the disappear one.
Okay, disappearing button, rock, whatever you had there.
Okay, yeah, it was just, yeah, the lid to my water
Lid, yeah.
bottle, but yeah, I can teach you how to do that with something else. Yep, absolutely. How about one more trick? I saw another hand up over on the other side of the classroom. What else would you guys like to learn?
Who was it? Do you see her? Or him or her?
I can't. I see people pointing, so I know someone's over there, but I can't see
Okay, I'm
him.
guessing it's Kaya.
This people can hear you.
Oh, doing.
You wanna come up here? So that he can see you?
Well, could I do?
Just ask him whatever trick you want.
Could you show us how to do the one where walk? I mean, through the metal.
How to do that one?
Yeah.
I can show you how to do it a little bit differently. I'll show you how to do that with a small object, so you guys can do the trick.
Okay.
Okay, those will be our two tricks. I'll work on those, and then when I see you guys, I'll make sure you can all go home and perform the tricks for your friends and family.
All right. Well, we want to thank you for your time, Reza. We really appreciate you coming into our classroom and sharing with us today. And I think all of them are very excited to see the show. We keep trying to get more and more information out about the show, so we're hoping to have a sellout for you.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. It was cool hanging out with you, and I look forward to meeting you guys.
All right. Thank you. Everybody say bye.
Bye.